Hi, I've been following Paul McWhorter's vPython tutorials. We're on number 19 and talking about adding 3D text. Our homework was to add 3D numbers to our clock project. I had done that in the past, but I figure I'll make a video of my solution in case it helps someone along the way. Here we go. I'm using my mini computer, so I'm going to go ahead and make it full screen. There's remote access into it. So um, this is our CPU time code that we used and had finished. So our numbers are going to be the same places as our hour ticks are on the same number around the clock face. So it didn't make sense to redo another for loop for them. So I just tacked it on to this one here in the hour marks. And but we did need some variables for our positioning of that. So I had to make some parametric variables up here to do that. And our number height is clock radius times 1.125. The radius, the distance away from the center of the clock where the numbers were going to be, is another number we got together. And that one, it's subjective to how far you want it away from your tick marks. You can make that. And of course, then we need, variable to step through the hours, iterate through the hours when we're putting them on the clock. That was the three lines of code we needed up there. And down here, like I said, you already had the hour tick, so all we had to do was add the text. So I took a little bit of my code out over here. So if you do it the same way that we do for everything else, it's not going to work out right for you because, as Paul said in his video, your position alignment is the bottom of the numbers. We can take care of the right to the left by saying align center, but they're not going to be in the right position on the clock because the position is the bottom centers. So I took this out, and so I'll show you what I'm talking about if you just do it that way, the same as we did all the other things on the clock. So basically you can see that at the 12 o'clock position, it's almost touching, and at the 6 o'clock position, it's way off. And it's kind of an easy fix to take care of it. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. So as you notice that, it was in the Y direction that it's off. So, and how far was it off? Well, if you got a total height of your numbers, it would be half the height of the numbers. So really all we got to do is take this little bit of code here and subtract half the number height from our position in the Y direction. So we're subtracting that. So let's see if I can paste this in there without messing it up. There we go. So we just pasted that in there, and should put us in the right direction. So another thing that we had to do is we had to step through our numbers. So we started with 12. That's our straight up position. That's the first one our vector gives us. And probably could have figured out how to rotate them counterclockwise, but we already had all that done. So all the clockwise positioning. So it was going to go 12, then 1. So I just use this remainder operator here to step through the numbers. So you're adding 1 to it. So 13 divided by 12 leaves you a remainder of 1. So your remainder number is, you're going to work through the numbers in the correct order that way. So ended up being about 5 lines of code to get it. done right, and just had to think about how to getting the Y in the right position on that. So we'll just show that how it's working. And now they're evenly spaced, got space, same space all the way around. So, well, that's my homework for today. And thanks, Paul, again for all you do. Learn something every week from you. Have a good day.